Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. This is my podcast. I'm Larry the Lion. I'm not even sure how many I've done of these. Probably like 300 now. So welcome to Larry the Lion Live. Got a bit of a chest cold, a head cold. Didn't do my podcast yesterday. I apologize to myself and to anybody else that I promised to keep going. No 9 cups of coffee. Just did some praying, meditating, and reading. Good morning, Manny. This is actually the second cup of coffee. See this guy right here on the screen? He's the one that made this. Pretty dope. Whew. Yeah, so I got a chest cold, head cold. I didn't go into work last night. I stayed home and watched Infinite Banking, which is really crazy. I understand a lot more about it now after watching that versus what an IUL is, which is the Index Universal Life policy that a lot of people have and do infinite banking with. The way Brent Kessler spoke about it last night and his daughter, pretty crazy some of the stuff you can do with that, especially when you go higher level and you use what you can use that money for, what Pace was saying and Brent, and how to reinvest and have multiple policies, whole life policies. Some really crazy stuff. Definitely want to implement that as soon as possible. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anybody to leave it to though. As you know, or you might know, somebody watching this in the future, I walked away from my whole family, so I got nobody to leave nothing to in a whole life. Maybe just leave it to man upstairs. Put it to good use. That's probably what it'll end up being, unless I meet somebody and get married. It's not looking like it's happening anytime soon. Yeah, I'm definitely going to work tonight, but it's gonna be kind of hard, like doing my little spiel every time. Right, relatives, families built. This is my family. This community, people that are in my life now are my family. Absolutely. What was I saying? Chew me out there. Yeah, so the door knocking is going well. It would have been better if I could have done it last night, but I think I needed to see that infinite banking. I mean, there's certain things, and I didn't even really put up. I should have been putting up my Calendly appointment, but I didn't during both that Zoom and the family night Zoom. Yeah, I have 2 Calendly appointments today. Every day I'm doing that as well. There's a link in the description. Meeting some really amazing people. Yesterday, who did I meet? Louise, and I can't remember his name. Really great guy. Knew he's been a sub-2 student for about a week and a half, which is really cool. Let me see, what was his name? Alan Ramirez. He does. He works with personal protection, and he manages a fleet of their security vehicles. Really, So you never know who you're gonna meet. He hadn't watched the Avatar series yet, so doesn't really know his Avatar. I recommended him, watching that Avatar series and reading Rocket Fuel, because to me he sounds like an integrator. Just by our conversation. But that's something everybody has to pick on their own, and you have to choose your own avatar and where you want to go on this journey. You might have multiple avatars, but you need to pick on the one that, you know, if you're going to, decide a path within the sub two community. As far as the avatar, I mean, there's a lot of avatars, so many different ways, too many ways to make money in real estate. And I was trying to warn him about shiny object syndrome. I mean, he already, you get it really quick here. You get the shiny object syndrome, like last night, but the infinite banking. It's a shiny object you want to have though. Some of them shiny objects, you might not be ready for them, or they might be something in the future, like infinite banking. I'm not ready to deploy. Well, maybe I am, but see, then you have to overcome imposter syndrome a lot too. It's like, you have to speak things into existence. Like, yeah, you are ready for it. You're ready, and even though you might not be, sometimes you have to just take action and jump in. um, I think part of the being under the weather is I gained weight back. Like, keeping it real. My lowest when I started 20 minutes ago, I was 440 pounds, 444. And I dropped 200. How much was that? 144 plus 27, 51, 171 pounds. And the lowest guy was June 1st, so that was roughly 15 months. I gained 45 pounds since June 1st. I have to get that uh, back under control. Um, yeah, so sometimes I've lost focus on some stuff, and I've got new focuses and doing some things right, and then there's things I have to readdress and work on again. Yeah, that being that, uh, what can I say? That I can make some excuses, just all those places I was flying to and eating all this food that normally wouldn't probably have eaten, because pretty plain when I eat when I'm just working on my weight and doing the one meal a day and fasting, which is another interesting thing last night. Man, I got caught watching like YouTube shorts last night. I do that once in a great while. I'll just pick up my phone and start watching YouTube shorts, and like an hour will go by in the middle of the night or more. Um, One of the things was about fasting, and I haven't been fasting like I should be. Um, Fasting draws. There's I saw it somewhere. Fasting draws the attention of God. Um, it was Matthew 17. So let me look this up. The Syrian Bible. So there's a little bit difference between the Assyrian and the King James Version. They apparently left something out in there. And I knew I should have saved that video, but I didn't. I might have saved it somewhere. Let me see if I sent that to Tigger. Sometimes I do that. Tigger. Nope. Maybe I texted it to her. Yeah, so I did. I texted it to her. So now let me copy this and send it to her in Facebook Messenger. She's probably gonna be like, "Why did you send that?" Sometimes I just randomly send stuff to Tigger all the time. All right, so instead of me looking all this up, I should. Let me pull this up here and show you guys. You're like, why is he talking about all this? Oh, and there's another thing I found about what is a home equity investment. I want to look over that in a minute too. Open this. And see if I can play this. It's a YouTube short. Like I literally spent probably like almost 2 hours on YouTube shorts, like twice last night. I was having trouble. This. All right, so let me see if I can share this. Share screen. It's going a little bit slow. There we go. All right, so this is what I came across last night. It makes a lot of sense. Or it meant a lot of sense.
And then I just want to show everybody this one. This is my Assyrian Bible. My parents, they would always tell me like, hey, don't go away from this Bible. This Bible is very true. Like it doesn't take anything out of it. I never understood this. And then I'm reading Matthew 17 in this Bible, man. And this is the craziest thing. In this Bible verse, Matthew 17, Peter is trying to cast out a demon. And he can't. And then Jesus comes and he goes, look at your little faith that you have. Casts out the demon. Then he says, if you have faith as a mustard seed, you could tell this mountain in front of you to go from here to there, right? You can move it. So I'm sitting there, I'm looking at this, bro, and I'm like, wait, why is 22 blank? Like blank. Yeah. It's not there. So I go to this other Bible, and 22 is there. And it says this, nevertheless, this kind does not come out except by fasting and prayer. Because imagine if you didn't read that and you've been praying nonstop about a certain subject. You're like, yo, why isn't my God showing up to this situation?
So let me see if my screen froze up a little bit. So did you see that fasting and prayer? So fasting draws the attention of God. I read that somewhere last year. I don't know where it was. I should have probably saved that, but yeah. So fasting draws the attention of God, and there's a missing piece to the Matthew 17, which if you know me, you know my angel number is 17 or 717. That 17 was the reason I picked my first deal, was because I clicked on that property on PropWire. The very first time I opened up PropWire, very first property I clicked on turned out to be my deal because of that number 17. It's the only reason I clicked on it. So Matthew 17 is, through that verse there, through 22, is, casting out the demon. That's what I did. I cast out the demon. I believed. I asked God for help and Jesus that while I was on drugs all those years. But I don't have that faith in the mustard seed sometimes. I get that imposter syndrome. Um, and I always get a lot of times I worry when like there's no reason to worry. Because God shows up every time, like in the fire with Daniel. Um, there's I should not have any reason to worry, and I should have the faith of mustard seed, because I can move that mountain. And a lot of times, I get overwhelmed. Like, been overwhelmed a lot lately. Overeating, gaining back 45 pounds in the last. I didn't realize it till I was in Disney. I knew I had gained weight back. I thought it was around 300, but 318. So going back on my fasting and keeping praying, doing everything that I've been doing, I have to pull back on a few things. Like this podcast is important to me, but I can't sit on here all day unless I am actually doing something instead of just talking. It helps me in my growth, in my personal growth in this journey since I started this. And I have to be, though, consistent. I made a promise to this. Kind of wondering if it's too much every day. You see, it's that imposter system. Most people do 1 or 2 videos. I've done so many. I feel committed to this. Is it almost a burden, or is it something that, I only have 200 subscribers since December 22nd. How do I grow that? How do I get past that? How do I evolve this show, Larry the Lion Live? I have to rethink this or change it, do more, something else. Because 200 subscribers is not me changing the world, or a lot of people, say keep going, keep doing it, but is it serving my time well? Am I doing the best I can with it, or am I just showing up and have a habit of just sitting here talking like this? These are all valid questions. Let's see. Let me send that there. So yeah, got a lot of work to do on my weight. Have a lot of work to do on my business too. The door knocking is great, but I need to also help Manny out with the follow-ups. I need to be more. I have to ask at every house if I can buy their house. Sometimes I'm just like, when they say no to the solar and they just want to get out of there, I don't even ask. Those are missed opportunities. And I need to keep doing the direct to agent. I need to do it consistently. I haven't been. No more traveling for a while until I get a deal. Well, not traveling, but I still got Creative Con, which is the 9th, 10th, 11th, I think, here in Scottsdale. So just got to keep buckling down and keep working. Get back on my fasting and get another deal. I mean, the Callan point helped, because we had a connector fee. I think Tigger has one more working with that. And I get opportunities to, like, help a new student yesterday, Alan, sharing my story with his, but but ultimately I have to start providing and giving more, doing more, because if I want to change the world, I can't do it by just by barely getting by. Let's see, it's 9:59. Let me see. I was gonna see that other Syrian. Mm, uh, but this kind does not go out except by prayer and fasting. So that was 1721. Because the littleness of your faith, I truly say to you, if you have the faith of the size of a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible to you. But this kind does not go out except by prayer and fasting. So the missing link there is we can speak things into existence, but we also apparently have to have prayer and fasting when you speak things into existence. So um, that is really interesting. I lost my screen. Um, that's Matthew 17:21. So the reason why I clicked on that or seen that in that YouTube short last night is the 17th. I thought that message was meant for me. It's about mindset. That's my biggest struggle right now with everything is mindset. Um, belief in yourself, believing that you can do it. Get that imposter syndrome. Like I also got FOMO right now. Being a Jetty's here doing her multifamily master mind. I should be in there. That's where I started. I started in multifamily last year when I joined Sub 2 with Vina and all those other amazing Sub 2 students. There was initially a couple hundred of us. I mean, that's where I really built some good relationships with people like Julie Burkhart, Olga. Um, I mean, Pauline Stegman, Joel Shipley's not a Sub 2 dude. I don't know why he's not yet, but there were so many people that I connected with in Sub 2 there in that mastering multifamily. And there was before that there was Powerhouse Mastermind where I connected with people like Manny, a lot of Mike Siri, there's Mikey Carcamo, stuff like that. But multifamily, that's where I want to be. Um, that's the passive income. That's that's where you're helping more people. You know, but yeah, I'm getting FOMO right now. I wish I was here there at the event. Um, I might still go over there, but I don't want to get anybody sick. You know, maybe if I'm feeling better tomorrow, I'll go over there and do some networking. Um, because that's if you can't afford to attend events and you're able to go network in the hallways or wherever they're at, you should probably go do that. It's a great. Where is it at? So, but one more 17. Oh, yeah. So you gotta have fasting and prayer. Um, you learn stuff. We'll see how that works out. I'll let you guys know. I'm sure I'll show you out here. Um, Fasting and prayer. I got a lot of praying, a lot of fasting to do. But in also that reminds me, when I went to Florida and I complained about the costs and stuff when I should have just been being grateful that I was even there, considering, you know, um, it seems like a short time. It is a short time for me, and it seems like a long time for other people, like 20 months ago. I still have to be so grateful for where I am right now in my life, to be alive right now. Um, but I'm wasting it by gaining the weight back, by gaining 45 pounds back. Um, it's obviously I need to refocus on the health because none of this matters if I'm not healthy. And I can't help people and enjoy my life. Um, Helping others, serving others, being part of this community, um, which is it helped me, so I need to help others, and that's where I need to refocus. So, like I said, I've had a chest cold, gained a bunch of. I can see it in my face. It's horrible. 45 pounds. So disappointed. But what are we gonna do? Complain about it and not do anything? We're gonna take action and get back on track. Um, I know it'll clear up a lot of some of the brain fog and the overwhelm once I do that as well. Um, Give me some clarity and focus. Uh, we're working on everything. Um, but thank you for being my friends. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace. Thanks.